Nancy Sullivan, the librarian here at McDaniel. Tonight's slam is the qualifying event for Verslandia. Verslandia is the all-city high school poetry slam, which is put on by Literary Arts. Our top 2 point getters tonight will represent McDaniel at this awesome event, and the third highest point getter will be our alternate. I hope you'll join us at the Schnitz. This year it's on April 24th, and it's a really good time. I sincerely thank you, all of the poets, our wonderful judges, friends, family, teachers, all of our helpers, everyone for coming. It's a great turnout. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Our poets understand that due to the nature of poetry, each word chosen should be neither extraneous nor gratuitous. It's never our intention to offend. That being said, this is an uncensored event. Tonight's hashtag is MHS Poetry Slam. It's right there. In case you want to post about it. Let's post quietly though and take a moment to silence our cell phones now. I put this in here for me just as much as I do for you guys. Silent. Everyone who's brave enough to get up on stage tonight is already a winner. Since our 2 judges who are stuck in traffic aren't here yet, we had a great idea from the audience, which was that since some of the poets wanted to introduce themselves, we could do that now. Hey. So this is what we're gonna do. Shava is going to, where's the fishbowl? Oh, Teresa, will you grab the fishbowl? It's on the table still. Shava's just gonna pull each name out and say it, and then the poets could come up here and show themselves, and if there's something else they want to say quickly, they could do that too. We're still stalling.
Okay. So first, let me introduce.
Let me get off the stage here. This is Shava, you guys. He's off.
Hi everyone, I'm Shava. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right then. This is like what, my 16th year doing this, and I love it every single year. I love hearing all the new poets and the new poetry that comes out. First, I want to introduce our fishbowl and logistics person. It's Teresa. Start off a little bit. We normally don't do this, but I'm going to pull the name from the bowl, the almighty magical bowl, and come up, say a little bit about yourself, and we'll just go straight to the next person. Try to keep it, 20 seconds, maybe, 20 seconds? Not 3 hours, right? I'm sure all of you are interesting, though, okay? So, let's see. Sebastian?
I'm not going up there because I'll save that for later, but I can project. I'm Sebastian. I go here at McDaniel, I'm a senior. Yeah, I don't know. I've been going to these poetry slams all 4 years with my dear friend Emily over here. So this is our final senior year poetry slam. So yay.
All right. Aaron.
Hi, I'm Auren. I'm a freshman here at McDaniel. This is my first year at Poetry Slam, but I've been doing poetry since I was very young.
We got Mira Shah.
I'm a freshman. This is my first year.
We got Emily next.
Like Sebastian said, this is my 4th year. I've been doing poetry for a very, very long time. I recently published a book. And, going to college soon, so that's cool. And that's all I have to say about that.
Gomez. This is my first time doing a poetry slam. I played as a junior.
Princess.
Princess, multi-sport athlete, go to PSU, and I'm a senior.
We got Aaron.
because I'm also working on yearbook. I'm a senior, and something that's integral to know about me with my poetry is that I've been very affected by my mother's liver transplant, so a lot of my poetry revolves around that and my experience with her and my relationship with her. And I thank Gaia and I thank you guys for allowing me to hold the energy in this space. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Amani, and this is my second year doing poetry, and I'm very excited, but also a little nervous. But hopefully it goes good.
Sorry. Cass.
I'm Cass. I use he, him pronouns. This is my third year. Even though I'm a senior, I missed the last one. Yeah, I'm excited to share my poetry. I hope you guys like it.
And then, last introduction, Emmy.
Hi, my name is Emmy Liu. This is my first time doing the Poetry Slam, and I just want to clap for all the wonderful poets in this room. Can I get a clap?
All right, so we're gonna get started now. Let's see.
We missed Cosette. I think we missed one.
Let's do.
That's the secretary.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, okay, go ahead,
Yeah.
introduce yourself.
I'm Cosette. I'm the sacrificial poet. I'm a freshman. I did the freshman poetry slam. This is my first time doing this though.
All right, that was great introductions today by our poets and our sacrificial poet as well. Hi, everyone. My name is Shaba Woodley, and thank you all for coming. Our poets, our slammers, have 3 minutes each to perform an original poem. The students competing in this slam are the winners from 9th grade English class and other poets from our entire student body. It takes courage to get up here in front of all of you, so let's be sure we are supportive of all of our poets today, and that we give them a huge round of applause on the way up to the mic and after their performances. Remember, the points are not the point. The point is the poetry. However, a slam is a poetry contest, so we have a panel of esteemed judges, and they are, we're gonna start with Ike Boogie. Raise your hand.
Ike Boogie!
So he starts off his introduction with Ni Hao Ma, right? He's traveling, exploring cultures around the world, exploring art, writing, dancing, singing, and vibing. All right. Next, we have Jedi. Raise your hand. Jedi is a multidisciplinary artist, highly skilled in rapping and graffiti art. He painted murals professionally for a couple of years, has taught graffiti art classes to youth over the past 9 years, and has performed his music at venues and festivals in multiple states. He thinks Kendrick Lamar destroyed Drake by a landslide, and their rap beef, and anyone who thinks otherwise is probably delusional. Lastly, free Palestine. Next, we have Jane Belinda. Raise your hand. Jane Belinda is a poet and visual artist from Portland, Oregon. They are one of the co-founders of the Bigfoot Poetry Festival, which is a slam competition and poetry festival that happens in downtown Portland every summer. All right. Shia Ian Price. Cheyenne. Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Cheyenne Price. Raise your hand. All right. Cheyenne Price, also known as the Bathtub Poet, is the founder and host of a local open mic called Moment of Truth, or MOT for short. She enjoys writing all her poetry submerged in water and is currently working on her first manuscript. Next, we have Serendipity Lang. Raise your hand. Serendipity is a McDaniel alum who took 4th at Verslandia her senior year. Since then, she's traveled to a dozen countries, always coming back to Portland. Now at 21, Serendipity devotes most of her time to mutual aid, inspired by her own son and IRCO programs who helped keep her housed and fed. Now she hopes to lend the same hand by helping organize a group of neighbors in North Portland twice a week to gather and serve essentials. No questions asked, take what you need. Thank you. Next we got Nyko Jackson, raise your hand. Nyko is a youth poet from Portland, Oregon. She was the winner of the McDaniel Poetry Slam and Verselandia Champion 2022. She then went on to become the Slamlandia Grand Slam Champion that same year and represented Oregon at the Blackberry Peach National Poetry Slam in Florida. Being the youngest in the competition to make the final stage and place in the top 10 poets, Nicole uses poetry to tell her truth in hopes of inspiring young creatives and speaking for those who can. All right, so I've already introduced our fishbowl and logistics person, Teresa. Raise your hand again. And throughout the night, I'm going to be introducing some more people behind the scenes who helped make this possible. First, we're going to, just to give you a rundown on how it's going to work, we're going to start with our sacrificial poet, Cosette. Come up. Yeah.
How do I shrink this? Alright. My name is Cosette Martin Weber, sacrificial poet. Words die in my mouth. My tongue comes ever closer to explicating my discomfort, my confounded confusion over the complacency of this society. My remorse pales at the grief forced by your hand. At the precipice of something worth our commemorance, your palpable asperity exposes your certainty in our so-called inferiority. Fuck your originator. The earth bleeds the tears of her children, and you spend your time fabricating a confine for us that grows smaller by the day. Loved, how humble you strode. Big dreams and small words. America the Great, built on the back of your mothers and the people you traded like playing cards. Your malice is your virtue. Let us praise and beg for you. Let us pray and bless you. Don't let us nail you to a cross. Our old martyr works fine, you'll say. Bury me next to my sisters and their daughters. Bury me in the arms of our forgotten mother. Let me weep upon her bosom and let her cradle me once more. For I am a little girl. I am but a newborn babe. My naivety was a guise. It fed my blithe, my security. Can I have it back? Thank you.
And then after the poets are done, we're going to have some music. Don't worry, this is the test trial. Emilia De La Rosa on the guitar. You're going to play for us a little bit, about 10 seconds. That was great. That was great.
Beautiful.
So, that was great. All right. Now, during that time, we're going to have our judges. I'm going to go from left to right. I'm going to say the numbers clearly and loudly. So, starting from the left. 7.5. 8. 7.4. 8.8. 7.7 and 7.8. All right. Also, I want to introduce our math geniuses. We got Philippe. And we got Karen. We have our timekeeper, Isabel, making sure you stay under 3 minutes. And then with that being said, I think we're ready to start. Ready?
Everybody ready?
All right.
All right.
All right, fishbowl, please. The first poet of the night. Amani.
Printed tattoo. The ink is sipping, dripping, quiet drops of black falling onto the ground. I see the world was cruel to you, especially. I see how you have effective hope towards me, the ink and how it drops. My skin shatters at the thought, how my life would be different if I wasn't here, if I wasn't present, if I didn't meet the people who made me joyful. The ink drips and drips until there is no more, until there is a masterpiece of my mistakes and accomplishments. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy with my tattoo. I'm not miserable of my tattoo. The tattoo that made me. And that is my destiny on who I have to be.
That was a great start so far. Don't worry, we're gonna catch that vibe. We're gonna get there. No worries. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job today. No worries. All right, starting from left to right. 7, 8.2, 7, 7.9, 8.1, 7.3. All right. Time for the next poet. Emmy Lou.
This is my poem, The Facade of Empathy. I guarantee some of you, if not all, as a child was taught the skill of empathy, to put yourself in someone else's shoes. You teach young children empathy because to be an empath is to be the opposite of a psychopath, to feel beyond your own fingertips, to mourn vicariously through another individual's hurt, simply out of the kindness of our own souls, to absorb their emotion regardless of the cost it comes for us. To be an empath is to prick your finger on a thorn and pluck the stem of the rose just to beg for it to explain why it hurt you and forgive them although they are not deserving. To hold someone's heart in your hands because you believe that you are the sole savior who can save them from what they are drowning in. Clearly, empathy is a bittersweet gift that is far too overtaught. We teach empathy to our young because we expect them to raise as kind-hearted souls, but we remain shocked when time after time we are faced with apathy because empathy, burnout, is real. When you feel more than your body is capable of feeling, the feeling of feeling subsides and is replaced with the numbness that is known as apathy. When empathy remains the centerpiece of our society, what we truly need is compassion. Although you do not owe the world a single thing, compassion is still expected of you. While empathy is the desire to fix, to mend the broken souls with the string of our own emotional capacity, compassion is the desire to help, to take action within others' hurt. But the boundaries between empathy and compassion often blur. We tend to teach our young the wrong phrase. With empathy, the boundaries of where you begin and they end are no longer existent. A blend of an individual's experiences and pain is created. But compassion remains the bridge of support, the hand that remains reached, the voice that speaks of reassurance and praise. To not just feel, but to act. So instead of teaching our children to place themselves on someone else's beaten shoes, teach them to tie their shoes, to brush the dirt off, and most importantly, teach them to know when the shoes are far too destroyed to walk in. Thank you.
I should just say stuff, huh,
Yeah.
too, right?
That way.
Yeah. I figure out something to say.
Recite a poem, fella.
I'm usually a big talker on here. Just give me a moment. I'm warming up. It's a long day. All right, starting from left to right. 8.7. 9. Oh.
Something point.
I'm gonna start over. 8.7. 9. 9.1. 8.6. 8.2. 7.9. All right, that's poet of the night. Let's go. Mira.
My poem is called Self-Portrait of a Whale Fall. I am old-growth timber, split and splintered. I am queen post and dovetail, a carpenter reanimating herself. I am wood rot and rust and saltwater sting, redwood and epiphyte, nurtured off coastal fog and thunderous rain. I am the roar of sea on stone, on shell, of shattered scalloped fragments, luminous and ephemeral, like stars. I am neutron and pulsar, stellar fragments of a bygone time. I am a constellation of quasars or whale sharks. I am white-tipped reef shark emerging from the parrotfish's nest. I am airbrushed and bloodied, a whale fall and all that comes after. I am writhing and wretched, resplendent. I am blossom and flutter, a monarch cocoon. I am spreading my dripping wings, Icarian. I am airborne and tumbling. Like some spinning acrobat, I have lost control again.
All right, so I haven't been in high school for a while, so it's like homework's still a thing. Yeah. That's still a thing? Yeah. Is it better? Yeah. Huh? That's crazy. I don't recommend it, but you didn't hear that from me. All right, so we're gonna start from okay, from the left to right. 8, 8.5, 8.5, 7.9, 8.7, 8.7. We got Emily next.
There we go. This is the Fat Ballerina. The fat ballerina is a graceful one. The fat ballerina is a serrific being, even when she doesn't see it. The fat ballerina walks on glass and eggshells, tears herself down, surrendering to the cuts. Fat ballerina doesn't even see that she is a ballerina, blind to her own point shoes and pink tights. Swaying so beautifully through smoke and through flame, though she cries, she sways anyway. Fat ballerina works so hard. She really craves applause and careful love, which is why she cannot hear my roaring applause. Fat ballerina, stuck in her own fantasy, her own hell. The shell beneath her pink tights and tutu is too strong, too hard to feel a delicate kiss or a gentle hug. Fat ballerina, don't you see that you are beautiful? You are loved. You are effortlessly graceful, perfectly gentle. Fat ballerina, you created me. Fat ballerina, the one who taught me to dance, to sing, to smile, to love. Fat ballerina, I love you, the whole world does. Fat ballerina, my mom, with point shoes and pink tights. Thank you.
I want to give a quick shout out to Brian Robertson with the video services.
It's Frank Dedula.
Huh?
It's Frank Dedula.
Frank Dedula.
We were expecting Brian.
That was not my fault.
Brian's a crank.
Thank you, Frank Dedula. All right. I'll make it up to you. I'll make a song specifically for you as an apology. All right. Going from left to right. 8. 9. 9.5. 8.3. 8.9. 9. Orange.
This poem is called Man's Eye. Bear down on my indecency, cripple me, hold me how my father hit me, pray for me. My body is smooth, no bumps or blemishes, blood has been shed to see me perfect. Always naked in the right of purity, bear down in blanched impunity, I bruise so prettily. The blues are sky and ocean, immunity to how my words are spoken. Tell me I am vulgar, too loud for such a pretty whore. Tell me I am too much for such a little girl. I lie to hear you speak. I want to hear your whispers. Are they about me? For me? I mean like your convirmers. Mental minefield. Properly size me up. Idolatry me like property. Thank you.
I want to give another shout out to Julie Carter.
Julie!
She's been doing the photography here for 3 years now.
Yeah.
This is her 3rd year, and we're happy to have you here. No, you're great. You're doing great. Another round of applause. Come on. You're doing great. Yeah, keep on playing while I'm talking. Yeah. It's the whole mood. No worries. You're doing great. Okay, starting from the left, we got 8.8, 8.9, 8.9, 9.1, 8.5, 9.1. Maylee.
I would like to request the podium if possible, please. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
The wild dogs are chasing me again. This time they catch, masticating my gnarled flesh, ripping the winter coat my mother had recently sewn. As they rip, I realize we are all waiting. From the moment we open our eyes, we pause. Too simple to realize the moment ahead. It is then I feel a tinge of jealousy for a newborn. Wild eyes, it has never been told no. All they understand is the coo of their father and the warmth of their mother's breast. I remember myself at that age, how I was once pure, unaffected by nurture. I was nature, Ever sprouting, it was not yet instilled that I was meant to grow stagnant. It is in this silence that the dogs remind me of their presence. And as I look in their eyes, I am reminded that they have the comprehension of a first grader. And any first grader forfeited to the winter would lack the compassion that was never taught to them. For they were never given the sweet hum of father, nor the warmth of mother. They do not know the feeling of fullness, nor a bed to return to. How could they? Deprived of pleasure so young, they have forgotten to yearn for anything other than destruction. They only feel hunger. The only roar in their ears is the grumble of their stomachs, driven by madness and malice, unable to fathom that they only wish for full bellies and a quiet night. I too have itched for such things. A kiss on my forehead, a life that is my own. I want control, so I relinquish mine to the dogs, hoping they will find peace, but until then, I let the dogs tear me apart because they too should get what they want for once. Even if it is only violence, they too should get what they want. Thank you.
I don't have my paper, so I don't know who to thank, but I want to thank everyone in the audience for being here tonight, of course. All right. Starting from the left. Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect. All right, we're getting there. All right. I am ready. Let me say the number first. All right, it's 9, 8.9, 8.8, 9.3, 8.3, and 8.9. All right, our next poet for tonight is Princess.
Hi, my name's Princess, and it might not show so well right now, but I'm angry. I'm angry because I didn't eat breakfast this morning. I hated school. Or maybe I'm angry because I became a vessel that carried others' grief, like a backpack full of textbooks, soiled and tears from the night before. While others were concerned about which color was their crush's favorite, I was concerned about the best color to cover every inch of raw, tendered skin from the mental beating I was constantly putting myself through. May 13th, around 6:30 or so, the day I came to life, I also encountered loss. Not the loss of someone, but the loss of the strength and innocence that I had within me. At the age of 2, I fell face first and busted my lip. And along came the scar that if you stared long enough, you would find hiding underneath my nose like the perfectly imperfect scar I no longer think of nor worry about. Having to hide it with the best but yet little care, I no longer little had acquired my first blemish from the world. Like the other blemishes we see but yet don't bat an eye upon. Because we've assimilated to survive, and to survive is not to challenge. But on the stage today, I'll challenge you with a story. I'll take you back to a night where when I learned, I questioned the depths of how pain hits the human body. Did you know the way we still fight for equality, a lady my age couldn't even utter a word? She used to be stripped of everything she knows, her words, her family, her decency, her light, leaving her soul, her body bare. And the right to her own womb is labeled rare, like the cream you put on your face, yes, your skincare. You know, back in 5th grade, there were always these little white boys in the back. They would snicker and laugh, and the topics that said blacks. Maybe quiet, but most times loud. Their behavior all wrong, but yet it's allowed. It's hilarious, they think that's hilarious. How stupid, but would it be hilarious when you are sat down, told you cannot be moved, and a scissor, a hot knife, and a needle and the thread is taken to what you call your manhood, where you carry your strength from? Well, would it be hilarious when it's gone? The fragility of the human body doesn't cave in till it's threatened. And I don't mean to make you uncomfortable, but it's upsetting because this story is a setting of my ancestors' lives that were threatened. Now there's a target drawn, and the target could have been me, but instead it was him. Black and young, and instead of breaking him, I reconstructed. Drew made him beautiful like the color blue because he is beautiful. Despite the beast we watch, and I've watched him impersonate, his beauty is true. The gentleman who was once underneath that skin that spoke words of "you're beautiful, yes, a queen." Loving his mother so effortlessly, loving his brother like the skin he carries embodying his melanin. But why, just why, do he feel the need to wonder? The danger his mama has faced because they restrained her. They forced the knee, locked blood and concrete. This shit is the pain that I dread to witness. To witness a pain so deep, a hate so strong. So white boy, what do you see that intrigues you? Why don't you see that they'll forever hate you? See, I'm sorry because I'm one of the people who failed you, but I don't hate you. And I'm sorry for the vulgar language too, but black pain ain't PG. So I'll be me, whatever words come from my mouth through and through. Maybe it's attitude, but maybe you think it's hate. But PG can't be in a thing like this, especially on this date. May 13th, around 6:30 or so, I spoke word into life. Did you guys get the message? Damn, I...
Give a shout out to Kelly Gomes for helping to put this together. Round of applause. Raise your hand. Don't be too modest.
I got you.
All right, starting from the left. 9.6. 9.4. 9.6. 8.9. 9.1. 9.6. Next poet is Sebastian.
Positivity, negativity. We are one. A unity of togetherness. He and I, she and I. We both drink from the same fountain of youth. Our lips stained with the blood that comes from our words. Our voices carrying across the wind in whispers, sometimes barely heard. Our lungs inhale, exhale the same air. She is me, I am her. He is me, I am him. You are me. I am you. We speak the same with our mouths, bleed the same from our veins, cry the same from our eyes, die the same peacefully and horribly, rest the same, closing our eyes and dreaming of something better. And sometimes worse. We do not live forever and perfectly. We don't always live long or short. For if we did, we wouldn't be us. We move with one another and move out of each other's way. We are on the same adventure of life. Why are we then called different? Why does it matter how you style your hair versus mine? Why am I fat and you're skinny? Why are you smart but I'm dumb? Why am I a coward but you are brave? If he is me and she is me, then why aren't we equal? Are you alive? Am I? Are you sugar, spice, and everything nice? Aren't I? Your smile lights up a room. Mine can too. Your life doesn't cost more or less than mine. It costs the same. It's a life. For I am me, and you are you. But we are we. And therefore, we are one. Human beings. Thank you.
Good job. All right, we're making our way through the poets. We have, 3 more left, and then we're off to the second round. We got 1 or 2 more announcements before that, too, so let's go to scores. All right, starting from left to right, 7, 8.3, 7.9, 7.9, 8.5, I was gonna try. 7.9. Aaron.
My poem is called Broken Promises. I've been walking through the dark with no stars in sight. Feel like I'm trying to catch a breath, I can't fight. Got the shadows on my back, I'm never out of mind. To myself I don't make it, but time's been slipping by. I don't Alright, sorry y'all, I'm gonna put on my phone real quick.
Got this.
I've been walking through the dark with no stars in sight. Feel like I'm trying to catch a breath, I can't fight. Got these shadows on my back, I'm never out of mind. To myself I don't make it, but the time's been slipping by. I don't trust myself, feel like I'm wasting days. I'm caught up in the highs, the lows don't fade away. Addition to distractions, I don't know what's real. Saying that I'm fine even though I'm not healed. Fading lights in my rear view, guess I'm stuck in between. Trying to find peace, but it's hard when you live in a dream. I could lie to myself, I don't know what it means. If I can't trust my heart, then what's left to believe? I was born with the weight, now it's heavy on my chest. I told him I was fine, but I never been blessed. And I was running from that pain, but it follows me around. I've been digging deep for answers, they never get found. All the lights in my head, feeling lost in the noise. And I just want to get away, and I can't find the voice. I keep moving forward, even though I don't really know. And I keep thinking about the past, and it ain't do me no good. Ooh. And all these broken promises misunderstood. Sorry, y'all. I messed up at the end, thank you.
I liked how you fought through it too. You did a great job for sure. No worries. You did a good job. You are perfect now. You are perfect. Killing it over there. I appreciate you. All right. Starting from the left, going to the right. 8.5. 8. 7. 7.8. 7.8. 7.5. All right. Mila.
The art of speaking as a woman. The word is vehemently, right? It's a declaration that blooms from the heaviest part of my heart and the deepest part of my soul. It's a truth that will not be dulled nor diluted. It's the posture I hold with strength in my frame that tells the stories my lips have yet to reclaim. My mind is a mosaic, each thought a stone pointing in its own path, yet never alone. Though each stone stands in its own direction, together they shape my unwavering reflection. There's a lesson I was taught very young, to run over each and every thought, to hold my breath and bite my tongue, but I refuse to let my being be unsung. My voice is the bleach that kills the seeds you tried to feed. Don't let your boldness succeed. Don't be so loud, so proud, so true. Trust us, we know what's best for you. Smile, soften your face, sit with grace. Can't you see you take up too much space? Listen to us before you face your disgrace. No, you listen to me. Before you shame and blame, the weight of my footsteps will echo through every room. Each stride resounding with the strength I have grown to assume. In your attempt to quiet me, all I see is your insecurities. I won't hear your words that seek to diminish me. I laugh at your attempt to belittle me, and I will do so vehemently, for I am exactly who I am meant to be.
All right, we're almost done with the first round. Quick announcement. Keep going. No worries. All right, like Miss Sullivan said earlier about the cool vintage looking t-shirts. They were designed in-house by Randy Maves and his graphic design students. You could buy one in the library for $10. And if you're an artist and interested in doing design work for events like these, see Ms. Sullivan in the library. We're also looking for volunteers to fill roles at other events. If you'd like to donate your time and talents, please see Ms. Sullivan in the library. And you are in the library right now, so half the work is done. All right, going from left to right. 9. 9.1. 9.6. 9. 9.1. 10. All right, so we have our last poet of the night, Cass.
This one's called Mama Bird. I love you, Mama Bird. I always have. Even when we fight and you don't love me anymore. When you slam the door and leave without saying a word. Over something stupid, like not getting your coffee in the cup that you wanted. Or if I said I couldn't go to the school you wanted to go to. I love you, Mama Bird. I don't know how else to express it. I dealt with your anger towards me when I didn't know what I did. When you had no one else to blame. When she had left and took everything with her, leaving you to pay for a nest you couldn't afford. I love you, Mama Bird. When you lied to my face and made me believe that Papa Bird had left because he didn't love me or anyone else. I love you. Even when you let me walk out the door without you saying it back. I'm tired, Mama Bird. I'm struggling, holding your weight and my own on my tiny little wings. I'm tired. I don't know how much longer I can hold them, but I'm doing my best. You lost your job and had no one, but I'm still here. She wants to move again and treats you horribly, but I'm still here. I think I'm doing better, Mama Bird, sorry. I don't feel as neglected much by you anymore. Maybe we can be closer again. This feels wrong. I shouldn't be here. You won't get better, Mama Bird. You say you will, but you won't. It's just not possible. You can't get better. You've shown you can't get better. You won't. I'm leaving, Mama Bird. There isn't enough space for you and me and all the things you see and can't stop buying with the money you don't have. I'm leaving, Mom. I know you can't face me as I walk out the door, as I leave and say nothing more. I can feel your anger. I can hear you say, he's gone, just like everyone else. But people would stay if you were to change. I love you. I always have. Thank you.
All right, everyone. For the scores, starting from the left, going to the right, 7.6, 8.2, 8.9, 9.3, 8.5, and then 8. All right. Now, we're going to have a slight intermission, and we have snacks over here to the right of me, so your left. And we're gonna take a couple minutes just to relax, go to the bathroom, do a bio break if you need to, and just mingle with each other. Then when we come back, we're gonna start the next round. Thank you. All right, so the second round is gonna start. Second round is starting right now. So, all the poets are gonna go again. We're gonna do the math and the top 3 from there. We're gonna choose them, but you guys have another round. Give us your best stuff, and we're gonna get started. Poets, you ready?
Yeah.
Music, you ready? Judges, are you guys ready? Yeah. Fishbowl is ready? Woo. All right. Second round, RN. Let's go.
is for Matthew David. No, I misspoke. This poem isn't for Matthew David. This poem is because of Matthew David. Because he did not deserve to be called Dad when I was younger. I am the dog. Beat the dog who bares his teeth, bite down on my bones, strike my brow and put blows upon me, for I am he who bares his teeth. Put solace on my name, cradle coercion, paint my fingertips black, and suckle like a babe from the noose that holds you. Incredulity had a man's indignity. Why so that infidelity be the bastard's problem and not her ingenuity? Come sit upon my lap, like my mother's dog before her. Please return me to his grasp, like the girl he killed before her. And take me in your arms to question my character, marrow, and mind. Break the burden of a sparrow's burying, bridge my barely born credence, and hold me like you would a rabid rabbit. Machmel, your mornings rise, the disbelievers surmise, sinister surprise, hear me as I tremble. Dig me out of a gutter and bury me where you buried my mother. Thank you.
All right. Another announcement. Our first, second, and third place winners will represent McDaniel at Verslandia, the citywide poetry slam on Thursday, April 24th at 7 p.m. at the Arlene Schnitzer Concert Hall downtown. We are providing bus transportation from McDaniel's that evening, so see Ms. Sullivan if you want to ride and a free ticket. If you've never been, it's an amazing experience and we recommend everyone to attend. All right, and the scores are 8, 8.3, 8.5, 8.4, 8.6, 8.6. All right. Our next poet of the night is Sebastian.
I have sunbathed under his gaze, sun peeking over the horizon, shining into a single crack of my window, blinding me momentarily before I roll away from it. But it is not harmful for long. Before I know it, I am scooting up so that it may hit my neck, absorbing it into my skin in an effort a plant makes to photosynthesize. The sun is absolute, life-giving, jaw-dropping, tear-jerking. He stretches across the earth, caressing all in his arms. A forever stuck in winter landscape, his eyes shooting a gaze to let the snow glisten and sparkle. His mouth calling to tell the snowy owls to rest, the deer to search for food, and the humans to wake. A forever stuck in drought landscape, he listens to the tumbleweeds dancing across the desert, to the prickles of cacti or swaying of palm leaves, and with a wave of his hand, the many critters know to crawl under their rocks, the snakes and lizards to sunbathe, and the vultures to circle. No matter the landscape, he gives all, even to the night. To the moon, he gives her light to use, to shine lower and to allow the nightly pleasures prowl. Without him, we would not have the plants nor trees. Without the trees, we would not breathe, and therefore indefinitely rely on him. Henceforth, I command you to bask in the sun. Let him sweep his fingertips across your eyelids. Let him breathe not over you, but with you. Let your words be carried by his rays to another's ear. For the sun is loud, and loud can be ambivalent to all ears.
Everyone's just doing a great job tonight.
You're doing a great job.
Am I doing a great job? Okay. But I kind of knew I was doing a great job, so no, I'm joking, but thank you very much. All right, so scores, start with a 7, 8, 8.2, 9.2, 7.9, 8.4, 8.8. All right.
Can you do that again? We messed up.
Okay, let's start again. No worries. Seven. 8.2.
9.2.
9.2. 7.9. 8.4. 8.8. We good?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next person up is Emily. All right.
I was gonna do something else, but I finished something, so we're gonna do that instead. Okay. So new shit. Thank you. Thank you. I want you to crush the eggshells in your hand. I want you to feel the sand between your toes and not become annoyed when it prolongs its stay. I want you to look up and out the window instead of down on your screen. I want your pleases and thank yous to roll off the tip of a tongue so naturally. I want smiles to beam. I want children to dream. I believe in the future of our country. Humanity is not lost. I still see flowers blooming, being bought and sold. I see smiles and warm faces. I see breath flying through the cold air, persistent rain, but I find comfort in the gloom. Feel the droplets on your skin, let them roll off you. I want you to feel. Catch the snow on your tongue and know when to let ice shoot from your lips to cut those who don't understand life's beauty. So they may feel a sting, something to bring meaning. Pain brings you consciousness. Would it be too much to ask for your compassion? Be compassionate to the bee with wet wings and songbirds with no strength to scream. Feel, see, and live. Feel it all, for it is all so temporary and it is all so sweet. Thank you.
All right. We're selling along. All right. 8.7, 8.6, 9.1, 8.4, 8.7, 9. All right, for next poet, Mila.
I sit still in silence, lost in confused thoughts that linger on the edge of clarity. I reach for a spark, something so desired, but it slips through my grasp, uninspired. Writing in a prison that has no key, stuck in a block where no words succeed. It's harder than you think when the words just won't sink. The creativity I once felt feels so distant and different. Like that dream you had that fades away as soon as you wake. Like the name of a song that dances on your chest, a forgotten rhythm that never lets you rest. Like the feeling of recognizing someone's face, the shape of their eyes, the curve of their cheeks, so familiar, but their name is unknown and obsolete. The minutes stretch out like hours, a weight on my mind, yet the days slip away unfazed, like sand through time. Each second drips slow, like a clock that never ticks, while the sun fades away as the hours play tricks. I watch the sparks that spring from others' thoughts, hoping one will light my mind. But I keep my hands from catching fire, too afraid to trust the flame I find, for what I create won't rise as high. I fear my spark will fade too soon, too small to chase the glowing moon. But even in this stillness, there is growth in the quiet, and so I sit still in silence, wrestling with this void, waiting for the words to come, hoping they won't be destroyed. Perhaps this block is not a prison, but a pause, a space for my mind to heal without cause. So I'll wait for the spark, let it find me in time. Until then, I embrace these blank pages as mine.
This one's a hard one.
Hard one? We'll give you some time. Nice.
Are they ready? Sorry.
All right, so 8.8, 9, 9.5, 9, 8.9. Next poet of the night, Aaron.
Hey guys, my next poem is called Tidal Waves. Can you hear me alright? I'm swimming through my thoughts like they tidal waves. No lifeline, just a broken compass in a maze. Every turn a dead end, nowhere to escape. I try to find peace, but I'm stuck in the wake. The shadows on my back, I can't outrun. But I put the weight on my shoulders and it's heavy as the sun. And I keep searching for a meaning, but it's lost in the static. Waves crashing on my mind, feeling dramatic. They told me time heals, it's just a disguise. I'm switching up wounds they can't even recognize. I swear my scars like tattoos, but they deeper than ink. A story I can't tell, no matter how I think. I try to hold my breath, but the air is filled with weight. I'm a prisoner of thoughts I can't even translate. I keep playing this game, but the deck's full of lies. Every movement I make, another piece of me dies. I'm stuck in a loop, the circle's too tight. I'm trying to outrun myself, and I'm lost in the night. I'm lost in the static, and I can't hear my own voice. And I'm tangled in the signals, and I never had a choice. Every wave that crashes pull me deeper inside. Tidal waves of doubt, and I'm just trying to survive.
You know, I'm very glad we got to hear all the poets again on the second round. I'm hearing a lot of great stuff. All right. All right, let's start. 8. 8.3. 8.3. 7.7. 8.4. 8.9. Next poet of tonight is Emmy Lou.
Hi. called The Artist and Their Scalpel. 347 toilets scrubbed, 461 air conditionings fixed, and 729 plates served. That's what it took for my parents to get to where they are now. 1 dog, 2 kids, 6 houses. To raise us right, they enrolled us in every activity imaginable: ballet, dance, singing, anything they could find. We were told to be grateful of afternoons spent twirling and nights spent belting, for we were privileged. Privileged to spend our time with an activity instead of labor, to experience the arts, although my parents did not believe it was applicable to our lives. It was simply for application's sake. My parents never expected passion to be found from a mindless activity. They never expected love to be formed where success was the only priority. For success is what my parents wanted to raise because they did not work as hard as they did to raise failure. No, my parents strived to raise society's finest, the future of tomorrow, the shapers of tomorrow, the people who in their eyes made a difference. But my heart had long betrayed me. I did not want all they had worked for I wanted to be a star. The light that danced across the stage, beaming into the audience's soul, influencing their every emotion with each lyric sung. The secret weighed heavy in my heart, but most of all, I wanted to tell my mother of my biggest betrayal, my love for Venus, as I had confessed it to the stars. Mama, can't you see, I'm still your little girl, no matter who I love. The fields of violet that had become my safe haven, which heard whispers of what she had feared most for me. I wanted to tell her of how my body yearned to perform like one thirsts for water or hungers for food. But as the words attempted to escape my lips, my tongue remained stiff with guilt, unable to speak. For I could not forget the 347 toilets scrubbed, the 461 air conditionings fixed, and the 729 plates served. So when my parents ask me what I want to be when I am older, I respond, as I betray myself now, I would love to be a surgeon. So I'll spend my time mending wounds with my fingers that once played rhapsodies of bliss, announcing times of death with a voice that once sang Italian operas of joyous dance. As I close my eyes before I begin surgery, hearing the steady metronome-like beat of the heart rate monitor, I see my parents. I see a version of my dad, a younger version, hair not yet grayed. I see him serving plates. No, I see him serving people. I see him working to earn his GED at 27. I see my mother, a young college girl, cleaning the restrooms of her college campus, for she had no home to return to over winter break, no home in this country. As I open my eyes, I do not see my patient, I see my parents' hard work. For I know that my passion may lie elsewhere, but at least I can know that they are proud. Thank you.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, I know, I got you. It's a 10, right? Okay, 10. Just hide the little thing there. So it's 10, 9.5, 9.8, 9.6, 8.7, 8.9. Got them all? Princess.
I'm still in love with black love because black love is beauty. It's my mom and dad dancing while she cooked in the kitchen on a Sunday night. You know, Etta James. I want a Sunday type of love. The smiles that shine through her gaps like a prize. The beat of the music playing as I close my eyes just for a while to realize, yes, everything was all right. We're in perfect harmony, and I can't stop the happiness I feel because I'm through the roof with pure glee. The phantom of color zapping across the room as I feel the warmth from my parents who've always catered to me. It's a family story I've forgotten exists because my mind just can't resist. Black love is the patience in the midst of the loud. It's said by me, it's my dad's face when he talked to my mom's womb because he was proud. Proud to be a dad to another, proud to be true. Black love was my mom cuddling me because I got scared of the shadows in my room, or my sister waiting for me while I tied my shoes. It was me and my siblings hiding when your dad's keys jingled as he walked through the door. And the smile on his face when he found us somehow always made me giggle. Black love is all so very dramatic. It's the stories my dad told me when the power cut out and all you could hear were the clouds arguing. Or maybe it was just the thunder that had just passed through the room because we were all hungry. It's all so peaceful. Black love is the silence between a shared gaze. It's a long, warm hug when it's been chaos in my mind for days. It's the gasp in between an obnoxious laugh shared, the breath taken from me when it's so funny your airways almost collapse, but I don't care. It's staring at stars in a clear, open sky with crickets playing the best ambiance, which is odd, but I'd fall asleep too because it reminds me that love is blue. Black love is Princess and the Frog. A prince for every princess and a frog for every frogette. I know, it's silly, but I'll never forget Ray's song because he said, "And I love you, Evangeline." Black love is intergalactic. It is so out of this world that I can't begin to explain the depths within. Black love is acceptance and differences, grief and joy, growth, but can break the strongest of God's soldiers and yet mend them too. We reap from love and forget to sow, but I'm still in love with black love because black love is in everything and everywhere around me that I know. Black love is such a sacred phenomenon that I've been blessed to see. So I'll forever be in love with black love because, yes, it's in me.
All right, we got 4 more poets after this. All right, starting from the left is 9.3, 9.4, 9.8, 10, 9.3, 10. All right. Maylee.
This one goes out to my beautiful mother, the strongest woman I know.
Thank you very much.
I live with lemon eyes peering in my direction. I do not dare return the stare because I know my fist is no match for the citrus empress with bullets spewing, shooting. From between the silence I find her yellowing lips, her slowly churning smile. She has the brains, but her body knows will is no matter when doctors dictate your valor. Lemon eyes, you are my empress, but they see you as a pawn, someone to abuse, something to experiment on. They let a woman nearly die before they start, plundering her personality, prescribing microwave meals and medication that hijacks the brain. Lemon eyes, I'm scared. They have made you insane. The medicine is eating you alive. You no longer strive for a sense of happiness because they've stripped it away. They will blame it on the meds, but I hear what you say. Start you on one, then bounce you to the next. No rest times, no check-ins, no resets. Lemon eyes, you had a seizure today. They showed no remorse, saying that sometimes the way the medicine takes its course. Is medicine to blame when the doctors have no shame? They treat my empress like a rabbit, needles poking her skin. When medicine whispers suicide, would you blame her to try? When there's no tests, no precautions, how can the empress win? But the empress knows bullet is sin. The empress knows she must reach within to reclaim her power. Under Gaia, she's a glowing, flowing, growing flower. Venturing into her soul, she now allows Mother to squeeze the poison from her lemon eyes. Returning to balance and white, I can breathe, recognizing the use in the fight, because despite her battles, the Empress sleeps soundly tonight. Thank you.
All right. We're going to start with 9, 8.7, 9, 8.8, 9, 9. All right. Amani.
Differences of us. A cold forest with a field of grass completely endless. Some might even call it home, land or more. Crickets in the distance of your clear, sharp hearing, an eerie feeling, something watching and waiting. Sprinting in the woods with tall ears and shivering fur. A creaking from nowhere is heard. So distracted by your distress, you could have been in danger, nothing of less. Stopping from the noise you heard, you hear a weeping fur ball, full of many words, crying with sorrow, ears down, tail curled. Curious of one fellow you follow, perchance you can help it, suffering of hawkless swallows. Coming towards our differences leaves no hollow, paranoid and scared, it stares at you. Code to say, just like that one that graves, running away, then you chase, giving a chase that you can race. It hisses at you, scared, thinking you're one of them, danger. You stop and you say, who are you? But then it says, not your friend, that's for sure. Hurt and annoyed by the reply, you still try. Months can take so much improvement, only for it to be gone at any given moment. You've tried, and you're tired, but you still try over and over and over and over again to gain trust and love from something different, something new. Hopefully it'll take an appearance on you. Maybe that's true. Years go by, you both applaud each other, happy even through all your moments and sores. Gaining such trust in him, you say, maybe let's just flake. But no, it is more than that. It doesn't have to go by any stereotypes or followers. But with you is a calling of fascination, fixation, a tad bit of excitement and admiration. It's the quality that matters the most. Taking the whole of your space is the most important for caring. I'll stay here, creature to creature, making something of ourselves to be better, to love you for you, hoping to stay out of the loop of stress and a weak facade. Maybe it is time to go on.
Got two more after this. You guys ready? Yeah. All right then. All right, starting from the left, going right, we have 8, 8.1, 7, 8.2, 8.8, 8. All right. Myra.
salmon will lead a myriad of lives in one short one, brought into being as a knot of muscle and rustle of rock in some high-up Alpen red, carried downstream on pure adrenaline and hardwired instinct, the twist of a tinsel-shined body in a sea of indigo and needle-sharp teeth, the dance of russet skimming the rapids as they leap for the falls. They are no more than a collection of half-rotted cells bound together by bones and blood and pure determination, dragged onto a riverbank by the end, coated in deer-trampled snow and their own gunmetal blood. The eagles watch on haughtily from above, unblinking, uncompromising, fastidious. But the salmon, they are the true determiner. They wait 151 miles worth of it, more by river. They wait 1,097 days brining in the salty Pacific. They wait long hot summers and wind-blasted nights when the season shifts and the winds begin to blow. They long for the falls. The salmon's death is generative, each end only a blind corner, a brief stop on the train to infinity. Me, myself, I've never cared much for infinity, but this kind of eternity, perhaps. For when the salmon die, there is flesh, then blood, then bone, then trees again. I hope the salmon know what they're doing, know their death is coming and march straight towards it anyway, feel their lives fading, even as they continue swimming, continue pumping air and blood through this nearly dead balloon of a body. I think they do. Most days, I wish I could be like a salmon, continuing to swim even if I never get anywhere. When I die, I hope I get a salmon death, short and sweet, and even more on my own terms. I will go freely. But then again, maybe it isn't conscious. Maybe it's just a split-second jolt of electricity through neurons, a bypass of the brain entirely straight into the bear's mouth, a tail flipping frantically. Maybe the salmon's pilgrimage is nothing more than survival of the fittest, an instinct deep in the prehistoric fish brain, hardwired and unchanging as the plodding passage of time. Maybe it's not a choice, and eternity is nothing but a fantasy. Maybe all we truly have is now.
We have our last poet of the night. Yeah. Very excited. All right. Judges, are you ready? All right, starting from the left, 8.5, 9.2, 9.6, 8.7, 9.4, 9.2. All right, last poet of the night, Cass Carpenter.
I'm last again, like last time. Okay. Hold on. This one is called Parent and Child. Okay. Every child deserves parents, but not every parent deserves a child. Walking around the school knowing you were here is weird. They don't know you the way I do. The teachers that you had that I now have see me and ask, "How is she?" Sometimes I lie. I say, you're doing good and you're doing your own thing," which technically isn't a lie, because I have no idea what you're doing, only what you've done. And sometimes I tell the truth. She doesn't live with us anymore. She had a baby, and that baby is no longer with us. I hate the way I word it, because it sounds like it isn't your fault, but it is. It is all your fault. You knew what you were doing the second that test said positive, and that baby suffered the consequences of your actions. I still think about it, you know. The night you came home and she was crying in a soiled diaper, and the only thing you could care about was sleeping with the man that yells and throws things when he gets upset. You let her cry and cry. How you
let her cry, and how she was hungry, but you put yourself first. How she smelled like body odor as a baby who was almost 5 months old. A baby shouldn't smell like body odor. I hope that you never get to experience the greatness of having your own child again. I hope you never get to love and watch a beautiful baby like her grow up and become the person that they want to be. You should be ashamed to have let not one, but 2 children into this world just to tear them down. Every child deserves parents, but not every parent deserves a child. Thank you.
All right. That was our last poet of the night. We have our scores ready. Starting from the left, we have 9, 8.5, 8.9, 9, 9.2. Backward. Okay, 9.7. All right. Now math geniuses. Philippe and Karen, you got a hard job to do over there. You're gonna add up all the numbers and see who's the first, second, and third place. But for right now, we're gonna ask all our poets to come to the stage.
We're gonna move these chairs.
We're gonna move these chairs and we're gonna take a group picture.
We're gonna take a group photo of all the poets.
And in the meantime, too, let's give a big round of applause to Miss Sullivan for putting this together. All right, results are coming soon.
All the poets. Julie's gonna set up her light so you guys can I thought we were doing this. Get up on stage. Get some.
I'm coming. Nope. All right, I'm gonna.
You want me to grab that?
Damn, okay. Sorry, I thought we were just doing this like this. That's okay. I'm home. I can stay.
Everybody's chin.
This is a totally
Yes. Sorry, I've got one more.
You guys are so amazing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take pictures while we're waiting. My little phone. What? Everybody saw 1, 2, 3. You're gorgeous. Can I help with anything?
Yeah, just one more light.
All right, guys. Let's bring it in. All right, so first off, I want to say that everyone did a great job tonight. So one more round of applause for everyone. Thank all the teachers and volunteers and students who volunteered as well to make this happen. We do it every year. And again, we appreciate all of you for coming out and making this happen yet again. So we're going to start with third place. In third place, we have Emmy. All right. And then in second place. Need a moment?
No, it's okay. I'll go
Okay.
quietly.
No. In second place, we we have Mila. And then, for the 2025 winner for, what do we call this school again now?
McDaniel High School.
Back in my day, no. All right, we have number 1 is gonna be Princess. These are top three winners, and they'll be representing us. All right, and as far as our winners go, just make sure you stay in contact with Ms. Sullivan.
Oh, we gotta stay for a minute. I have to talk to them.
Oh, yes. Stay with them. Stay talk to her real quick. And as far as everyone else, thank you for coming. Safe travels, and get home safe.
Hey, you guys, if you want to show